Hello, everybody. Welcome to Most Wanted Topics. I'm your host, Kevin Dennison. Along with me, Atomic Tommy. How you doing today?
Same as always.
That's always. Same as always. Happy to be here. Ready to go. Boy, we finished up the Most Wanted Madness brackets, and let me tell you, what a tournament.
What a tournament. Crazy things happened.
Get out your boards. Follow along. We have the Final Four and the championship game to go through. We have a lot to recap. Starting off, I hope everybody had a happy Easter. I hope you guys destroyed some hams out there. I know we did.
Yep.
We did our part in having ham and potatoes, going to church in the morning, remembering the reason for Easter. So we want to just wish everybody a happy Easter again. Hope everybody had a good one and a safe one. And now we're back to business.
Back to business.
Recapping. You got your brackets, everybody. Here we go. Let's get out our bracket paper right here. And we'll go over it with you right on the board here. We have got a lot to cover today, so we're going to start with the Most Wanted Madness brackets, then go over things that are happening in our store.
Absolutely.
But let's go over the Final Four, man. What a matchup. We had Swamp Thing versus Dr. Doom. Tommy, let's recap what happened in that game.
Well, Dr. Doom won, okay? I think we all saw it coming. Everybody's rooting for Doom. Swamp Thing put up a hell of a fight. He really did, but we got to remember, Dr. Doom knows magic. Magic that rivals Doctor Strange, one of the most powerful magic users in the Marvel Universe. And he has armor that rivals Iron Man. I mean, Doctor Doom, there's very little that Doctor Doom can't do. And Swamp Thing, he's powerful. He beat Shang-Chi with the rings. He's beat Cyborg, right? But he can't beat Doctor Doom.
It was a hell of a tournament and a hell of a run for Swamp Thing. And to quote Kermit the Frog for him, it's not easy being green.
It's not easy being green.
Power of the Green did not help him
not
in this
easy.
case.
That's a good job. It's not easy. Doctor Doom taking down Swamp Thing, catapulting himself into the championship. Next round.
Yeah, so Dr. Doom heading to the championship, and then we had on the other side of the Final Four, Ghost Rider versus Deadpool. But Ghost Rider found a way.
Ghost Rider found a way. I'll tell you, Deadpool is the one of the upsets of this bracket. I mean, nobody could beat him.
Nobody
Batman
had him going this
him.
far, really. I shouldn't say nobody, but I mean, it was a sleeper pick to have him go this far.
It was a sleeper pick. Dr. Fate couldn't beat him. Batman couldn't beat him. Wonder Woman couldn't beat him. He outlasted everything they threw at him, but Ghost Rider's a demon. He's a literal force outside of this, this realm, this plane of existence.
He's a bounty hunter for hell. If the devil wants you, he's going to get you.
He's going to get you. All Ghost Rider did here, I mean, just opened a portal. Deadpool fell right into hell. Not much we can really do about that.
He could chop himself up so many times, but that's just an eternity for him. There's no way out.
Exactly, no way out.
No way out.
Deadpool's lost in hell. We kind of had to call the fight at that point. He wasn't coming back.
Sorry, I had a hat malfunction. It's all right, people. When you wear a hat like me, you're still cool.
Okay. All right, that's a discussion that can be tabled for another time. But,
Comment dead people, it's good.
Yeah, okay. All right, calm down.
Anyway, Final Four, we're still going here.
Final Four, Ghost Rider beats Deadpool. Finally, Deadpool knocked off the pedestal. It could have been bad if he went all the way. But
another solid showing for Deadpool. It was a fantastic tournament. This whole thing, what a tournament. No one was expecting this, I think it's going to be even bigger next year.
I think it will be.
It may grow. The tournament may grow. There may be add-on. You never know.
You never know what can happen. But
we may have to have a special, separate tournament for the tryhards.
For the tryhards, yep, we might. Yep. It could happen.
But anyway, championship, Ghost Rider versus Dr. Doom. This is where it splits. I mean, there was a lot of people that, Las Vegas odds makers had Dr. Doom all the way. But let me tell you, this one was an overtime event. This was a epic matchup of all proportions. It went all the way. And you know what? Ghost Rider wins the championship. I tell you what, national championship winner. Way to go, Ghost Rider. I tell you what, upset in the championship. Everyone had Dr. Doom winning this thing, bar none. And Ghost Rider, wow. Now, Thomas, tell us about this matchup. Tell us what happened. How did Ghost Rider pull off this victory?
There's going to be a lot of angry people here. A lot of copium for Dr. Doom here. I mean, it's just, I can already hear it, but it's Dr. Doom. Well, look, guys. At the end of the day, there's very little that can beat Ghost Rider. I mean, a character's biggest threat is the writer, right? And when you have a character like Ghost Rider, he very rarely does he ever demonstrate the full capability of his power. But going up against Doctor Doom, man, he unleashed, couldn't hold back, and Doctor Doom did not stand much of a chance.
You know,
I mean, the armor, again, he's got the armor. Doctor Doom's got the armor. Doctor Doom's got the magic, but it's also Ghost Rider. You know, he's got the stare. He's got the power of the literal power of hell. Even though it's
demonic, there's still divine power there. You can't mess with that kind of. I mean, the power of the cosmos still with the demon.
That's right. It's just Doctor Doom, despite everything he's done, barring any Beyonder powers, which he did not have, he is still mortal, and Ghost Rider is not. Especially the spirit. The spirit of Ghost Rider is not, and that just takes down Doctor Doom.
Yep. So let me tell you something. I want to thank everybody. Okay. It was all for fun, so the people that were bent out of shape over Dr. Doom not winning, it was just for fun. I want to thank all the participants in this. I want to congratulate Dan Schlesel on winning this. He gets his prize. We're going to have hopefully he'll want to take a picture so we can prove that we actually had participants, so we're not just saying that. So we'll get the picture up next week of our winners and our second and third place finishers. We'll kind of get that. We'll email everybody, and
we'll announce those on a Facebook post.
We'll announce those on our Facebook post. So check it out. People really do win on this show, and when we say, and we had I think over 40 participants in this.
We did. It was a great turnout. Thank you, everybody.
It was a great turnout. Thanks for playing in our Most Wanted Madness tournament.
We'll be back next year.
We'll be back next year doing it again, so I hope you all had fun like we did. It was fun doing the scenarios for this and really diving into the characters and diving in their powers. If you guys want to be a part of this next year and help us grow it, please give us you can get comments or feedback. We'd love it. Smash the like button. Subscribe to our channel. Make sure you send us make sure that you spread the word about us. And I tell you what, let's move on to some things coming to the store now that we have March is over. We're into April. We didn't pull an April Fool's joke on you because there's enough of those out there already. But let's do this. April 13th, mark your calendars. Tom Cook. Check it out. Legendary animator. I'm excited for this one.
I think we're all
be at the
excited.
store. April 13th, Tom Cook will be here signing autographs. And we'll have some more announcements after that. April 18th, the Berserker. And the Grappler will be here from 4 o'clock to 6 o'clock on Thursday. I think that's the 18th.
Super cool wrestlers coming in, taking pictures, signing autographs.
Taking pictures, and get this now. It's only $20. You get both of their autographs and a selfie with them, and then we're providing the picture.
We are? Yep.
We have a picture. You can see it right now. They will both sign. Again, for just $20, you get both of their autographs and a selfie with them. Come and meet these guys. They have a performance on that following Saturday, but they're going to be here promoting it on Thursday, the 18th, 4 to 6 o'clock here at Most Wanted Comics. So make sure you mark your calendars for that as well. So the April. Busy month.
Busy month. Busy.
And then May, of course, we have Free Comic Book Day coming up in May.
Yep, May 4th.
We're going to be participating in that, so make sure you check that out. Coming up, we'll be announcing more stuff on that. Tommy, let's backtrack now and let's see what came out that last week in March. See what you liked, what you didn't like, and let's see what we had to look forward to.
It was a great week all around. I mean, I don't really have anything negative to say. I mean, I have some. We'll do a compliment sandwich, but overall, Amazing Spider-Man's been worse. I mean, Flash remains good. Detective Comics is still cool. I do read Detective Comics. I've never really talked about it, but I do read Detective Comics. That's cool. I mean, everything this week was just pretty good all around. Not a whole lot to say. I will mention very briefly X-Men 97. I'm not a huge X-Men guy, right? I've very much been enjoying the show. This is very much it's not a direct adaptation, but it's rather sort of a prelude kind of a thing, catching you up a little bit. It's an add-on to the show very much, and I think if you liked the show, you'll like this. No reason not to. Check that out. Also, circling back to the Flash a little bit, this issue, it brought one of my gripes with modern comics.
Okay.
Sort of to the centerfold, and that's when, books will change an artist. They'll have an artist for some of the issues, and then they'll change that artist, whether it's for 1 or 2 issues, it doesn't matter. But that artist will have wildly different style than the established artist, and it'll just become distracting. I think so many books now change artists, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. Give other artists an opportunity to draw the title, right? Especially if they're established, long-running artists needs a break. I get it. But I also remember a time when they would tell artists or seek artists that were stylistically similar to the established artist, so that when the artists do change and they are different, it's not distractingly different. It's not, you don't notice it so much that it physically distracts from the story. And that's unfortunately what I saw happen with this week's issue of The Flash, where, they gave the artist a break, they brought a new artist on, and the art was just so different, and just it was just distracting. And it's just something that I don't...
It's a good way to put it. Sometimes art that isn't that great can really distract from reading a good story.
I'm not calling the artist bad. I'm not saying the art was bad. It's just, it's different. And sometimes when you just have an abrupt change like that, it distracts more than it adds. And that's just something that I just don't really like. I don't really like that's, in modern comics. Because, again, it didn't really used to be that way. If you look back, I mean, this is an older example, but Todd McFarlane, when Todd McFarlane came on Spider-Man, that was a huge, he saved those books. That was a huge artist. And when they would change and when they would give Todd a break, they would seek out other artists that were stylistically similar to Todd McFarlane. Eric Larson did Spider-Man.
Eric Larson did a great job on Spider-Man.
He did, but he stylistically, he's fairly similar to Todd McFarlane. Their art looks a little bit the same. They're different, but it's not distractingly different when you look and when you go to read, Eric Larson's Spider-Man versus Todd McFarlane's Spider-Man.
You're not hitting a big road bump.
Yeah.
You're not hitting a big bounce.
That's right, yeah. And, but it's just something that I wish wouldn't happen as much, but unfortunately it does, and that's just my little tangent.
I have only one complaint, and that's how many Spider-Man titles did we need this week that can't, I like Spider-Man, but I'm getting pooped out on the Spider-Man titles all coming out at once.
There just doesn't need to be this. I mean, Spider-Man's their golden child, obviously. Everybody, they bank everything on Spider-Man, but it's not like Spider-Boy's flying off the shelf. It's not like
Spider-Punk is out.
Spider-Punk, had a good first issue in terms of sales here at least. But it's not like that's flying off the shelf anymore. There's so many Spider titles out that it's too much.
It's overwhelming.
It's overwhelming, oversaturated. It's just ugh.
Marvel, it's time to get the creative hats on and let's get a good new Hawkeye story.
Let's get a good new Hawkeye. It's kind of like Wolverine. Wolverine's and everything. Carnage is and everything. It's these characters that they always use stuff with to the point that it just becomes boring, and that's unfortunately what's happening with Spider-Man.
Yep. And then, you know what? Yeah. So that's our take this time. Anything to look forward to coming out?
Yes. Image. It's a big week for Image.
Image is kicking ass. Marvel and DC should take notes.
New Void Rivals issue this week. I'm really loving. You guys know I'm a huge Void Rivals fan. I'm excited to read that. Also, all their Ghost Machine spin-offs start this week. Geiger #1, Redcoat #1, Rook Exodus #1. All those Ghost Machine universe characters stories begin this week. It's a big week for Image. Switching over to Marvel, we have Deadpool #1. Deadpool is a new #1. Not a big Deadpool comics fan, but I know a lot of people who are, so that'll be cool.
Well, and they got the movie coming out. They got to time it right and everything. But I tell you what, Image is really kicking ass.
Image is kicking ass. They got,
best brands on the market right now.
Creature of the Black Lagoon, Monster Universe is going to be coming back in full swing here. Dracula was a big hit, following it up with Creature. Image has a lot to look forward to.
Hey, how about your writer taking on Superman?
Joshua Williamson. Yep, Joshua Williamson.
We got to give him a shout out today.
We do. We do have to give Joshua Williamson a shout out.
This guy is a solid writer. I mean, look at what he did for Image.
Look at what he did. Duke and Cobra Commander have been amazing.
Amazing
Joshua
job.
Williamson is the writer behind those.
We salute you.
Obviously, I'm a huge Flash fan. His 100+ issue run of the Flash is great. But he's taking over Action Comics. He's been writing Superman the ongoing for a little while, for the whole run basically since it started last year. And he's going to be tying up with Action Comics, writing some Action Comics after Jason Aaron ends his run, which has been great. The Bizarro stuff has been amazing with Jason Aaron, but after he ends, Williamson's going to come in and write some Action Comics, and they're doing a House of Brainiac crossover. New Brainiac story. It's like a 3-month thing between Action Comics and Superman. I'm really excited for that. Williamson's an amazing writer, and I cannot wait to see what he does with this.
I think it's going to be great for DC Comics.
I think it's going to be great too.
Williamson is he's unbelievably
It's been
talented.
a while
and
since there's been a sort of crossover Superman story, and I think it's good. I think it's good I think it's a good idea to take the big crossovers away from large universes, world-ending things like Dark Crisis was, which was really good and written by Williamson, but bring them back to core characters, which is what Superman is doing. So that's really good. Everybody, I love Dark Crisis. That was an amazing story, but I really like that they're bringing it back to core character big crossovers.
I think it needs it.
I think they
need it.
And I can't wait to see what Josh Williamson does.
A lot of cool things coming up. Please, if you like what you see, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. Hey, shout out. I want to do a special shout out to Matt and JD. Under the weather this week. We're praying for both of you for a speedy recovery. Want to say hi to everybody else. Want to say hi to Logan. Want to say hi to Scott. Want to say hi to Mark. I want to say hi and a shout out quick to Scarlett and Jonah. Good job, you guys. Thanks for following us. Make sure you follow us on Facebook also. And check out our website, mostwantedcomics.com. Follow what's going on at the store, everybody. And, hey, great week.
Great week.
We're in April. It's baseball season is going full on now. Everybody's playing their games. Our Minnesota Twins are 2-1 right now.
Yep, it's a tough game today.
Tough game.
Tough game.
Tough game on Sunday. But
tough third game against the tough third game. Woo.
Yep. All right, but anyway, everybody, you guys have a great week. We'll see you next week on Most Wanted Topics.